But the problem is that you're making a deal with the devil when you say, I'm going to sell my soul a little bit to gain some level of popularity. Because what happens is on your journey to becoming that person that's getting popular enough to sell the message you want to sell, the message is going to get lost.
Wow, so insightful. Man, this blue-haired lesbian from TikTok is based.
My problem with people that are inconsistent, I don't believe in inconsistencies. I don't think inconsistencies are real. I think that when somebody is inconsistent, what's actually happened is they've just misrepresented their values.
Damn, true. And you know what? He's speaking from experience. For example, stealing. When you've been on record saying that it is so morally wrong that it would be okay for you to fight someone to the death if they so much as stole your saxophone.
If I would have found the guy that had tried to that had stolen my saxophone when I was going to college, I would have fought for that for my life. There's no way I could ever imagine watching somebody walk away with my fucking instrument.
Not me fucking instrument, lad. That a person is doing something horrible by taking someone else's property they've worked hard for.
That some fucking piece of shit is out there either pawning my fucking instrument. And from that perspective, if somebody would ask me like, do you think you have the right to kill somebody stealing your shit? It would be like, yeah, duh.
Not to mention his entire political advocacy being based on fairness.
My political views started to change because when I started to get more money, I realized how the world was when I was poor. But then as I started to get wealthier and wealthier and I started to see how like unbelievably different my life was with more money, it started to dawn on me how like completely unfair life was prior to that.
And he knows it's wrong. He didn't used to do it so egregiously.
But when they live stream themselves reacting to something and then they upload that into YouTube, and it almost works as a perfect substitution, and now your video is going to start to get used to my shit, like what the fuck? Like that seems to be like really messed up.
Now he's maliciously a part of that unfair, messed up practice.
Oh, and also, you fucking keep posting shit on my subreddit about like react content and stealing content, blah, blah, blah. I do steal content and I don't care, okay? So if you think I'm like, so somebody puts something in the subreddit, it's like, Destiny's avoiding the react question. I'm not avoiding it. I've answered it. I do steal it and I don't give a fuck. Stay mad.
Oh, this guy. Firstly, I'm in his brain. I know he's lying. I have proof. He absolutely has been avoiding it and he let it slip in this moment because he no longer had the fortitude to ignore the one or two people who occasionally bring it up. And so he threw this comment out there knowing that his dipshit following will rub their 2 IQ points together to type out the Giga Chat emote. He can comfortably say, I do steal content, because there's no context around that statement. Most of these losers don't know what that means, the extent of the harm, how wrong it is, or if it even is wrong. Most people are completely uninformed on the issue. So with that in mind, this is the equivalent of him saying, yeah, I jaywalk every now and then, what of it? This was a Giga Soy moment, okay? He was being a coward for weeks and the admission changes nothing. But first, here's Destiny on hypocrisy.
So typically if somebody's inconsistent, what I'm trying to figure out is, well, what is the actual value that you're appealing to? Because it doesn't seem to be what you're saying.
Because you're kind of hiding. And like I said, as soon as you acknowledge that you're being a hypocrite, I think you lose all ability to attack other people's moral positions.
And why did he leave Nebraska and deepen his voice? It's all been downhill since then. Anyway, here's Destiny lecturing others on the importance of living your values.
If I talk about something here, like I live what I talk about. I try to live my principles. And I think that it would be unethical for me to maximize my existence in a capitalist society. Vosh has like discovered a word that lets him escape literally all responsibility or obligation for living his values. Yeah. Like that's the difference in terms of like how I view myself. It's kind of like how I feel like a lot of like streamers can be shameless. Like people just go out and have no values whatsoever. It's not about optics, man. Do you people have no principles in your lives at all?
So what I gather is that no one should take him seriously when he advocates for a fairer world, when he chastises others' moral integrity, or even when he says stealing is wrong. Nah, screw all that. If he stands to benefit, then it's about the numbers going up, baby.
You're making a deal with the devil.
I do steal content and I don't care.
Okay, let's get to the juice.
Cause you keep smelling the syrup, you worthless bitch ass.
Okay, let me catch this all up. So I made a video criticizing Destiny and his React content, and a few people linked this video to Destiny in his chat, probably because my video pretty concisely summarized how most people severely underestimate the harm of React content, and I called people like Destiny and Hasan hypocrites. So obviously some portion of his fan base will want to see him roll in that mud. And here's his response.
Hey Destiny, video about you. It's content crooks. 3,000 subs. I'm good.
Damn, blown the fuck out. Moose Bros, it is over. Now, I mostly took this at face value, that he just didn't care to see this video. And that's fine. But something about the, oh, he only has 3K subs, therefore I don't care, felt a bit off.
Sussy baka.
Firstly, he interacts with loads of smaller creators all the time. Hell, he's watched another video of mine back when I had even fewer subs.
This guy doesn't know what 2017 Destiny was like.
No, I do, and that's the problem. And that video, which was like 3 months old at the time of him watching it, had fewer views than this one had in a matter of hours. This just seemed seemed a little out of character. It's not like the video only had 5 views, but hey, whatever. No man should be forced to watch a video. But then things start to get even more saucy. I'm getting DMs from people saying that the link to my video is being insta-deleted on a subreddit, even though it doesn't break any rules. There's 1 deleted thread, 2 deleted threads, oh, lucky number 3, 4, 5 deleted threads. I mean, come on, they're working overtime. And I thought, huh, that's weird. But maybe it's just some mod on the warpath. I mean, internet Jannies, right? What are you gonna do? But then I see a few days later, Destiny himself bans the URL to my video in his chat. Okay, now this did really surprise me. I don't think people were spamming it like crazy. I'm full sus now. All this together, this no longer feels like a case of I don't care to watch this. This now feels like I don't want this disseminating amongst my audience. Like, this is full CCP Bing chilling mode, and that's wild. Like, this goes against his whole fucking brand. It just feels like he went, nah, fuck that headache, fam. I should just be able to do shitty things and moonwalk away.
Listen, you have to treat streamers like dogs, okay?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I forgot to mention there was even more sussy shit before his admission moment. This tweet. Hot take, everyone has been raging at React streamers and YouTubers for, quote, stealing content, but adblock has done 100 times more damage than copyright violations ever will, and everyone in the industry would agree. I'm not sure who the fuck he's talking to. There's so much wrong here. Firstly, I like how he put stealing in quotation marks, as though it's ambiguous whether or not he's stealing when he knows it isn't. Oh, it could be stealing, could be not. We could argue about it. Secondly, who is everyone raging? Bro, zoom out for a second. Big picture. Nobody cares. There's like 3 people who consistently rage about React content, and I'm one of them.
3,000 subs. I'm good.
And even I don't care that much. I mean, Dark Viper AU is on another level. You know, all those Reddit posts he was calling out earlier? So I looked into it, and I think there have been about 8 posts that you can classify as negative towards Destiny. The biggest one was from me. There was another one that was about me. There's 5 threads linking to my video that got Thanos snapped. And the last one was just from some random. So I don't think there's this massive wave of people complaining about Reacts. Even in his own community, it's really just me. Most people simply don't care, which is why he was able to ignore all this criticism, silently ban a more comprehensive version, and then offhandedly comment about it without actually addressing any of the concerns weeks later. Okay, remember when I said I have proof that he's avoiding this? I have proof he absolutely has been avoiding it. I lied. None of this is like undeniable proof, and I obviously don't think he was like running away scared of me or anything, but it does seem pretty likely he was kinda avoiding the topic. After seeing this tweet, I can't help thinking that my video and/or my subreddit post stayed in an annoying little part of his brain, and he'd rather quietly brush it away or allude to it randomly or meme about it rather than confront it properly. I mean, I get what he's going for with the adblock comparison, but firstly, I don't think it's a completely fair comparison, but more importantly, it just felt like a weird deflection. Yeah, I steal, rebroadcast, and basically piggyback off other people's high-effort content for my own profit, and through that theft, I get to cannibalize the competition. I corner a greater portion of this competitive limited marketplace for myself. But adblock really feels like he knows he's done something unequivocally wrong for a long-ass time that goes against his professed values that he greatly profited off, and not just the money, the exposure, the ability to constantly pump content and stay relevant. It's hard to underestimate just how much this has benefited him, and he simply doesn't want the heat. Also, how is he saying that everyone in the industry agrees with this and that it's a hot take? I feel like you can only have one of those.
Throw up the sex in her.
I don't know. I feel like big streamers make so much money. Do you really feel like you need that much more? Like in such a scumbaggy way? Because most people have zero fucking moral integrity. Most people don't give a fuck what products they promote. For me personally, I do. Hey, we're promoted by Razer. Do you want to wear Razer headsets? Fuck no, I'm not gonna wear shitty ass fucking Razer headsets.
That Destiny is sold out. He is gone. All that integrity is down the shitter now. The reality is, if Destiny gets to profit massively and he's in a plausible moral gray zone, like enough of his audience will be unsure, he'll do whatever, like principles be damned. As a wealthy person, he'll steal from people, he'll shill garbage products, like when he shilled NFTs, and when called out, he'll mostly avoid it or twist himself trying to justify it.
90% of people in the space don't know that. That's part of the issue. They think they're getting actual legitimate ownership. You can't separate yourself from the space, in my opinion. I mean, maybe.
Actual pointed reason why it might be wrong? Nah, just barrel straight through that and meme about it later. I mean, he'll speak to a million boring red pill podcasters, regurgitate the same dumb talking points over and over for a year, just because they got some clout. What's a high value man? What's a high value man? What's a high value man?
Mr. Organic is a high value guy, right?
Can men cheat? Can men cheat? Men cheat? Guys, men and women are not the same. But he can't let this small piece of actual criticism penetrate that fortress. Honestly, for how much he criticizes Hasan for being an insular clout demon, I don't know, maybe he's still a bit better, but I don't think he's that much different. You know, Piker truly is Destiny's child. Okay, why am I picking on him? Why am I saying all this? I don't expect anything to change. He knows it's wrong. He's gonna keep doing it. I think if you're gonna be like that, you at least gotta gladly eat some shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm stirring some shit and sending it his way. Also try and get some hype against React content again. And bring back some 2016 vibes. Rip old iDubbbz.
All these streamers got fucking huge of just stealing other people's shit, okay? And all they do is they watch people shit, fucking either play games or do something.
For me personally, I would never directly rip somebody's YouTube channel and then put it on my shit, because that seems like a really fucking bad idea.
Alright, that's it. Bye-bye.